Over 30 years ago, a group of young African-American artists bought a block and a half of rundown shotgun-style row houses. They had a vision to revitalize Houston's historic Third Ward through art and culture. Today, that vision lives on through biannual exhibitions that tackle pressing questions and community challenges. The latest installation dives into Houston's graffiti scene, where the line between art and vandalism blurs, and questioning the relationship between public art without permission and public art by commission. Great Day photographer Vaughn Samples stepped inside some of those homes and met three artists reshaping the city one wall at a time.
We are here now at Project Row House for round 58 called Free Someone. Yo, what's up? My name is Gonzo247 and I am an artist here in the city of Houston. I have a really deep history with graffiti and street art in the city of Houston. I got into graffiti really when I got into hip hop, like back in 1979, 1980. I caught wind of what rap was, and through 80 to 83, 84, I honed in on what this thing was called graffiti, the visual language of hip hop.
What's up, y'all? It's Lee Washington. I go by the One Lee. I was born in 1969, started doing graffiti in 1982. In my mind, I had the ideas of like, hey, I wonder if I could do these sketches I'm doing. I'm doodling all the time, drawing, doing this. I thought like, man, I wonder if I could like really turn this into a wall painting, let's say.
My name is Philip Perez. I go by Article. I represent Hieroglyphics Crew 182 right here out of Houston, Texas. I started out as a illegal street graffiti writer in '92, and it has taken me a lot of places.
I knew that this is something that I wanted to do, and so in 1990 I went on a mission of staying in Houston and ushering in this graffiti culture, which now has evolved into what's called street art. But along that journey, there was no internet. This is pre-internet, and we had to find ways to connect with other graffiti artists and other graffiti writers from around the world outside of Houston. And the only way we could communicate back in those days was actually handwriting letters. And so that was my lifeline to the world. And so for my exhibition here, this is called Letters to the Underground. And I have a 30-year archive. I wanted to showcase how we communicated back in the days, and I would start trading photographs with all these people. So again, before the internet, it was hard to really see what was happening in other places, and this was the way we did it. So Letters to the Underground is an homage. It's an ode to that classic way of communicating with people, and also the scale. For me, I wanted to show how important these letters were to me, the impact that they made on my life, and I wanted to really show people to really be able to read and see what we were saying to each other.
So one time I'm at Astroworld, I see airbrushing. I didn't know what it was. I looked, I started airbrushing on t-shirts, and then I went from airbrushing to t-shirts. I picked up a can, I started spray painting. I grew up out in A-Leaf, so A-Leaf was like all land. I used to see blank walls. So what I would do is in the middle of the night, I would go out and I would like literally take one of my sketches, take a backpack, I would go out and I would have like some cans in there, and I would paint like a cartoon character. Fast forward, it's defunct now, but the newspaper that was called Houston Post at the time, Houston Post ended up on the front page, had a daredevil that I had did, and the daredevil was holding a spray paint can, and he was painting the word Lee. And it said in there to call this number if this artist wanted a job. I didn't believe them. I thought they really wanted to just lock me up. So I didn't call the number. I let some more time go by. I did a couple more murals in the middle of the night. So then I start going literally to businesses, showing them like, hey, I got this sketch. I see you got this logo. I can do this drawing for your wall. I start doing things like that. Like I did a lot of work for a lot of people. Very honored and appreciative to do it. Even here at Project Row, what I've been able to come up with paint. I come from the early stages of hip hop, the beginning stages of it, so I just wanted to give a breakdown of each era, all the way down to, as you can see right here, 2025.
So now we are here in the middle of Project Row House, where my graffiti art and graffiti writing has taken me. And my project installation consists of an educational installation in which I'm trying to educate you, the public, on how to identify the different facets of this thing we call graffiti. We have graffiti writing, which is the illegal part of graffiti. I am trying to depict a corner store in my neighborhood, and in doing the graffiti, evolving with the graffiti, took me to another level from the street and being illegal to doing it with permission, doing graffiti lettering, and asking for permission to paint this type of graffiti artwork on people's public buildings. So it went from the street graffiti to the graffiti art to spray can art, which is the permission, legal aspect of this art form. So you'll see a lot of people paint animals and flowers and sceneries. That is not graffiti, that is spray can art. But I didn't want to get caught up for writing on the surface. I didn't want to get caught tagging with markers, so we developed a whole new form of graffiti art, and we called it guerrilla art, or street art as it's known today. We started creating posters so our names would stay up on the street longer. Evolution of the artwork, hopefully I can educate folks on the different forms of it, and when they come in, they can see these notations that actually give you what you're looking at. Street art illegal, graffiti art legal with permission.
With this exhibition, Free Someone, we are looking at graffiti through different lenses. It's really cool to see what's happening now, but again, you have to realize that it all started somewhere, and we were the forefront of ushering in this movement. And I feel that there's so much that we can share, but it all starts with the participation of the viewer to come and see the work. It's a two-way street. We can present all we want, but it takes the person to come in and really come in and get absorbed by the information and by the artwork.
For more information on Project Row Houses and their latest installation, Free Someone, visit greatdayhouston.com.